It's just a little short video. If you look down in the right-hand corner, you'll see that this video is already over. I mean, I have a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things to say, because everything connects, you know what I'm saying? The way I can get back to things at the beginning through a different path. I mean, the numbers don't lie. They either are equal or they're not, and there's a difference. That's all, period. It doesn't matter how many decimal points. Yeah, the decimal points actually do end. The reason for most decimal points is the continuation of our life and the repeating of life. It never really repeats the same. What I'm going to talk about is this, and death. One died, you have one died, you got one dice left. The most you can get from this is 6. The most you can get from this is nothing. But if you got 6 from here and 6 from here, you wouldn't have any spirit. So this dice over here is going to change. When this world ends, this dice gets split, poof, back into a pyramid, because that's what it is. They took a pyramid to create these dice. Hold it up on this angle here. Took a pyramid. You slice it off right over here. The other way to look at it is if I show you the 6, 1 does not show. So in order to have life, you need 1 and 6. So the difference is in between 2, 3, and 4. Don't count the 5, because that is the passage over to the 6. And once you got the 6, what you're missing is the 4. So you have these dice until death do us part. So we take the 2 dice till death do us part. So you move them apart, and when death does you part, you have no more dice. Now when you go to the casino and play craps, and you throw these dice down the table, more often than not, when they split apart, it always seems to come up a 7. More often than not, that number seems to come up that way, because till death does one die apart. Raphael 7286. What am I going to do next? I'm going to look in my book and see if I have anything. I have so much stuff. Oh yes, in Jack, in the word Jack, and I've already done this, J is the 10th letter, 1 omega. Omega is 15. The only reason 1 is in omega over here is because it's the 10th letter and the O shows up. So you got to go 1 times 15. You got 15. 1 omega, 15. Could be this one here, could be this one here. Oh, it's 1 omega, it's this one. 159 equals 15. 357 equals 15. 456 equals 15. 258 equals 15. The only ones that don't equal 15 are the lines that are across. When you win in tic-tac-toe, when you put the line across and you don't have the middle one, you still have done something, but you just didn't create the star. That's all. The other thing with Jack, so now what we do is we have 15. So we have 15. Where's my pen? We have 15. Now we have 2 jacks, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Okay. I got it. Hold on a second. Just let me do this. So what happens over here is you have Jack of Spades and you have Jack of Hearts. Okay, that's the way we're going to take it. We're not going to look at the 10 card right now. Okay, because in Baccarat they value this at 0. We're going to look at it different. Valued at 15 each. Why? J is 1-0, J-O-1, or J-O, because the 1 stands for the Jack. The O is the category it is in. We total 30. Then what we do in the star, 15 and 15, if you want to see how we get to 15 and 15, is we cross-angled what I just showed you on the dice. 15 and 15, 159, 357, totals 30. Totals 30 over here. Now we must connect man and his angle to light, straight across east-west. That totals 10. So we add on, hold on a second. So we add on plus 10. And now you have 40. Now to end this entire game, what you have to do, okay, I'm going to try and show you this if I could. Well, I know I could. I just don't like to be away from the camera, because then you might run away on me. And This is what happens over here. Here there are 3, 1, 2, 3 on the one side, 1, 2, 3 on the other side, and this one, 3 on this side, 3 on this side, 1 in the center. If you calculate, okay, the 1 in the center, okay, over here, it's 2, 5, 8. The total is 15. It does not bring you to this. And the reason to this is until this straight line comes down, there is no connection with the spirit, and this line goes up to the sun, or somewhere in the sky. And that's a generator that brings it down to the spirit. So you get 10 for this one coming from the top, you get 10 for this across. If you want to look at it again and total it out, okay, from this corner to here is 10. From this corner to here is 10. I'll do it on this one. From this center here counts for this side and this side, 10. This center here counts for this side and this side, 10. This center here counts for this side and this side, 10. We're at 30. This one counts for this side is 40. This one counts for this side is 50. This one counts for this side is 60. And now you have the whole thing. The other thing you have to say is that the center, which is the passage, will become anything that passes through it, that can pass through it. I'm not sure if the P letter can pass through the ring, one spirit of 6. It has to stay connected to the other world. Some letters don't pass by. This is the reconnection of two sides. So some letters don't fit in here. You can put any letter you want. It's an omega, and everything goes with omega. Anything and everything goes with omega. Except, I didn't study this yet. So anyways, the amount we have now, okay, of connecting the star gives you 20 points. Once the star is finished, you have 20 points. 10 and 10. The 10 worlds and the 10 worlds. 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 5 and 5, and 5 and 5 again. That's why we have the extra 10. That's what it was about. It was the 5 and 5. Why? Because every time you pass through a line, through the 5 hole, it's a 5. I got 4 lines. I got 5, 5, 5, 5 equals 625. Times 41 is 25, 625. Oh my God. 25, 625 equals the 41 times 625 minus 625 equals 25,000. This is something new. The Mayan 20 by 625, in order to get it, it's 41 by 625. If I remove the 625, I have an actual even amount of 25,000. Not going to explain any of this right now because there's another number in here missing. Because I can get this by another number, putting a different number under here to minus from it. But this is the highest number, 41. Take away 1 is 40. The Monopoly game, 41, is on the Mediterranean. 25 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, 1 cent is 41 cents and changed. The difference of that 41 cents would be 59 or 69 if it's brought to a 10-10 world. This gives you 3 zeros, spirit, angel, and man, of 25 years. Why is it 25 years? Because you've got to take out the tic-tac-toe and put 25 years into all of them. If you use all 9 boxes, you got 225 years. But man is in the center box. And he turns around and around and around. And 8 times. And the 8 times that he turns around to the 25 is 200. 8 times 25 is $2 in quarters. 2 and 5. So we ended up, we were starting with this, we went over to this. Now we have the tennis score, how that works. X equals 24, X equals 10, J equals 10, X equals J. 10th letter. But J, or X, okay, X equals 10, Jack, Queen, King. X also equals X also equals a double 0, because when you play baccarat, all 10s and all picture cards are nullified and counted at a lower base. I counted at 0. So what I was going to get to in this, okay, was just to say this: Jack Ace, Ace Jack, Jack. Yeah, I got a Jack. Hi Jack, this Jack, this Jack. You know J.A. and K.A. Jack and the King, Jacka. They go together because it's made that way. It's all made that way. This is a computerized generation living in a computerized entity of some sort where we can be born just like Nintendo and Dr. Mario. When these bodies grow, I mean, you don't see how Dr. Mario grows. All the electronics pulled together, and all of a sudden you see a man with clothing, but yet he's underneath his clothes, he ain't got anything. But underneath our clothes, we have at least something we think of. We are electronic. Back here, my friends, the Matrix. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Thing I see, 1111. Thing I see is that most of the shows, whoever's being transported somewhere, except for in some of the old shows, they couldn't do it without removing their clothes, just like The Fly. I'm not sure where else I am after. There's so many things. It's insanity. It's just insanity. I mean, I can probably know nothing in 5 minutes because I'm choosing to know nothing. I'm tired. It's hard. I want to do it right. I'm not doing it right. When it's tired, I'm not doing it right. I feel like I'm wasting my time. I judge and I judge and I keep judging myself all the time. All the time. Well, sort of all the time. I know when I don't have to judge. You know, when I go do something, I went shopping this weekend to 2-3 different places, and I walked in there, and I said, what do I want? And I walked, and I walked, and I walked, and I thought, and I walked, and I thought. Then I bought a book so I could write down what I was thinking while I was in the pharmacy. I got about 9 books started here, one from every single store I walked into. Forget a pen at once. My pens are running out of ink. Halloween is coming up. I think we're going to take the end to this cassette right now. Tired. But don't worry about it. I know the energy will come with you and you and you and you. I've had a lot of positive energy lately, and does it feel good? I'm like flying high. You just got to take it easy. There's no truth until there's a solid background. And right now, it's not solid enough. Raphael, 7286, in the constellation of Pegasus, the only horse I really would like to ride before I leave. Thank you very much. And what happened? It wants me to speak more. Every time, my videos, they don't upload, they do upload. The picture comes out, the sound doesn't come out. I got my mouth talking 1,000,000 times faster than I'm talking. The monkey's on my head. I got cats running around the house. I got an old fridge and an old stove. And that's an old story. Raphael, 7286. Did I do any acting in this? Where's Bert? I just saw Kermit the Frog go by. Hey, Kermit! You know what? Kermit the Frog, you see what he has around his head? Now you got to figure out the frog. Besides his legs that look like number 7. 7 out.